Hello guys, it's August 27th, 2017. As you can see, I moved around some plants. I moved the potato over to this side just to save some space. Um, I don't see any flowers yet, but the plants are still pretty big. And then the wildflower, I move it up here. As you can see, there's a lot of plain corpses. And then the California poppy is doing well too. I wanted to get more sunshine, so it can grow. And then there's a bunch of other crimson clovers. Don't know how this is gonna turn out. It's kind of messy, but hopefully we can get a lot of bees with the flowers. I moved the one of the what is it, artichoke over here, and then the Venus flytrap. Remember that huge insect it trapped? It looks some sort of wasp-like insect. And then the little tree is doing well. Yeah, I moved stuff around as you can see. Peony is here now, lily is here now. Artichoke, it's getting big. The catnips are doing well, as you can see. It's getting fuller again, and there's more flower coming up, which is good. And then, look, there's a bee. And then the raspberries are doing well. As you can see, there's a lot of fruits coming up. They're all pretty full, thanks to the bees and some other insects. Right here too. I've been seeing a lot of African honeybees and some flies pollinating the raspberry flower. And you can see this fruit is looking good. A lot of new growth and flowers going on with the raspberry right there. I think that one's probably a fly of some sort pollinating the flowers. That one could be a wasp. And then lily of the valley is dying back, as you can see. And then the blueberries are still a bunch of new matured blueberries fruits are still coming up, but mainly it's just the new growth right here. And then the strawberries are still fruiting. As you can see, here's strawberry fruits, and then we have more around here. This one is a big one, ready to harvest. Yeah, I don't see a lot of flowers coming up though. Yeah, a lot of strawberry fruits, which is good. Here's more. Here's more. And then the calla lilies, I don't think it's gonna flower at all, but a lot of leaves. I guess it's good for the plants anyways. And then right here, I moved the clover inside this greenhouse because there's some spider mites issues, and I know spider mites don't like humid, hot conditions. That's why I put it in there. And then the lacy phacelia are flowering finally. Hopefully we'll get a bunch of bees and even hummingbirds to our garden. More of them to our garden, of course. Excited for the flowers. And then here we have the blueberry, lots of new growth. And then the straw flowers are really pretty. As you can see, these white flowers are maturing. And then this one is an interesting color, kind of like a orange yellowish. And then here we have the magenta ones. It's looking really pretty. Just gonna give you a few more angles of the flowers. Asparagus, still sending out new leaves, mostly just leaves and flowers, kind of. Nothing has really changed since last week. Hydrangea is still flowering. As you can see, it's kind of like a pink flower now, and it's still sending out new flowers. For the bigger, oops, my cord is stuck on one of the flowers. Okay, so this bigger hydrangea plants, most of the flowers are dying back, as you can see, and I don't think it's gonna send out any new flowers, but there's still some new growth coming up. Not sure if those are flower or just growth. Don't know yet. And here, one of the vines kind of wrapping around the rosemary, so I'm gonna move it around. And as you can see, I moved the lavender and the rosemary over to this side just to save some space. The lavender's doing well, and the rosemary is doing well too. It's getting big. And then the vines are doing well too. The morning glory is getting a little crazy. I don't see any flowers though, which is kind of annoying. But yeah, it's everywhere. And then as you can see, the cypress vine is going crazy too. It's kind of everywhere. Hopefully we'll see some flowers from the cypress vine and the morning glory. And you can see the vines kind of invading the neighbor too, which is not good. I'm trying to find some flower buds, but I can't find any, which is, again, annoying. Dahlia, here's a new flower, the second flower, and this is the first one. And it's still sending out more flowers, as you can see, right here, and then the smaller plants is gonna flower soon too. The rhubarb seeds are maturing. As you can see, the center is turning kind of brownish. There's more seeds and then more flower over there. And yeah, we have a lot of rhubarb plants. As for the indoor garden, there's not much to talk about. Overall, the plants are healthy. Peacock plants, a lot of new growth. Orchids pretty much the same. Yeah, just those new growth is getting bigger. Right here, Hoya plants looks pretty much the same. Yeah, and then let's take a look at that orchid plant. Yeah, it's pretty much the same too. Just absorbing all the sunlight, getting bigger and healthier through the summer. New growth. Looks like it's doing well. And then this one, as you can see, the older leaves are dying back, and it's kind of like sending out new leaves still, so that's a good sign. I think it should be able to survive. And then right here, this orchid is doing well too. String of pearls is doing well. This pine tree is okay. Orchid doing well too. The succulents are doing well too. Spider plant, the ferns, the staghorn ferns are doing well. And then this fern is doing well too.